Hello everybody, Loaded Zero here with the review of the Leeo. So what is a Leeo? As it says in the upper right, it lets you know if your smoke or carbon monoxide alarm goes off when you're not home. It's a smoke and carbon monoxide detector. In a previous video I mentioned that I was getting rid of my SimpliSafe alarm. That system included a smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector, so I would know if there was a fire even when I wasn't home. Since I like the idea of that, I got this Leeo to let me know if a smoke detector or carbon monoxide detector goes off while I'm not at home. It also works with water leak sensors, but I don't have any of those at the moment. The Leeo works by using a built-in microphone to listen for the specific alarm that the existing detectors in your home emit. Most of these alerts should be standard, but you can check their website to make sure your system sounds the same as the alarm is listening for. It's connected to Wi-Fi and has an Android and iPhone app that will notify you when it does hear an alarm. The great thing about this is that you only need one. Just plug it in somewhere near a detector. It also works as a great night light that you can change to nearly any color. The Leeo has some pretty nice packaging. The manual is in the lip on the top. It's really thin and basically tells you to plug it in and set it up using the app. It shows what some of the colors might mean. And that's pretty much it. We'll walk through the setup in a later part of the video, but for now let's take a look at the Leeo. So I think these holes in the front are probably the microphone. The actual product is pretty nicely built. It's pretty thick for a nightlight, but it definitely isn't ugly. There's a lot of wrapping to undo, so I'll fast forward through that. So I found a button here. It wasn't in the manual, so I'm thinking it's used in case you need to repair it. But there you go. Let's go on to the setup portion. So I'm setting this up in a central area upstairs right next to the stairwell. It'll be a good place to have a nightlight. There is a smoke detector nearby on the ceiling too. Another reason I'm putting it upstairs is because it has a built-in environmental sensor. Basically it tells me the temperature and humidity, which is great since my nest is downstairs and I can see how different the temperature is. When I first opened the app I had to register an account. It asks for an email, password, and a phone number. The phone number is used so that they can call you if the fire alarm goes off. Now it's ready to sync. It uses Bluetooth to sync initially. You just have to name it in case you do have multiple ones. I just have this one. It's kind of a bummer, but you probably won't be able to use the bottom outlet if you plug the Leeo in. It'll have to be a really small plug. Now this part is in real time so you can see how long it takes. Then it asks for some details about your home. After that, it tells you have to update your smart alert. There was an update that allowed it to use the water leak sensor, which is why you didn't see it on the package. The update actually took quite a while, but you can actually leave the app and come back to it later. They'll send you a notification. I do want to say that I really like the design of the app. The colors of it is pretty nice, the movement of it is very simple looking at the same time, but it tells you all the information you need to know. So we're finally at our home screen, and it tells you in simple words how comfortable your hallway is, along with the temperature and the humidity on the bottom. Here's the screen for the alarm test. I'll run through a test a little bit later. Here's a nice simple history screen of the temperature and humidity. It does 24 hours in the last 7 days. It also can send you alerts depending on your limits for temperature and humidity. So now let's try changing the colors on the nightlight portion. So as you can see, it does a pretty good job of changing colors almost immediately after you change it. It reminds me of the Philips Hue bulb, really. You can change the brightness if you want to. Now you can have mood lighting for your hallway. There's a setting for the ambient light shutoff. This works really well. During the day, the light stays off and it only turns on at night. And here's what the nightlight looks like from the side. I'll change the colors a few more times, and then finally we'll do the alarm test, and I'll show you what it does. Just a warning though, the alarm test is going to be pretty loud, so you might want to turn down your volume just a little bit. So that was it for the test. It tells me if it wasn't a test, I'll get a push notification and a phone call, and if I don't respond to that, they'll call my emergency contacts. Here's the screen where you can add emergency contacts. I think I'm very happy with this purchase. Even if I don't use it for the fire alarm, which I hope I don't. Who wants their house to be on fire, right? I like the nightlight portion. I think it's pretty cool, and it is a very good peace of mind when I'm not at home. So that's it for this video. Until next time.